New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Live from a secure concrete bunker somewhere in Ohio, New Thought Media Network presents Pastor Michael Mangus with Friday's Fireside Chat, spiritual conversation for today. Here he is from the secret radio room, surrounded by thousands of watts, Pastor Michael Mangus.
I think Mercury's in retrograde. What do you think? Well, good evening, everyone. If you wondered where we were, I thought we were live on the air, but we weren't. So for the last 15 minutes, myself and Jeff have been talking to the walls. Well, good evening to everyone across the United States and also around the world. It is time once again for another fun-filled thrill-packed and yes, guaranteed exciting edition of the Fireside Chat here on your New Thought Media Network, live and direct from the extra secure concrete bunker somewhere around Akron, Ohio. That is so top secret. Only one person knows the location of the bunker. We keep it secret because we like to hide from the Reverend Dr. Robert Brzezinski, my boss. So he doesn't yell at me about technical stuff like this. See, this is the reason I need a producer, Rev Doc. This is the reason. See, when I go unsupervised, this is what happens. Well, we do have a wonderful show for you this evening, despite getting started late. If you would like to get in contact with me during the week, all you have to do is write me an email, pastormichaelmangus at gmail.com, pastormichaelmangus at gmail.com. All right. The purpose of our fireside chat here is for us to enjoy a beverage, alcoholic or not, by the fire, and to talk about contemporary issues from a New Thought perspective. Jeff and I love to laugh at the news. And the reason being is this: we still need to be informed. And one of the things that takes the sting away from it is laughter. So we have a good time. But the whole purpose of our show here is so that you are informed on what is going on and to know that you are empowered. You can do something about it because you can do something about your thought, and also that you can also exercise your power in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, are you mad at me?
You dumbass. Oh my God. Of all the expressions of divinity you could put out into the world, you decide to do this tonight? We were 15 minutes with some crack on spot humor
Yeah.
Everybody missed it.
It's gone. We have to
know.
recreate it or make new humor.
Amateurs, people, do you see what I work with here? Do you see what I have to work with? Red Dog, you got to fix this.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, by popular demand from the great state of Tennessee, originally from the greater state of West Virginia, we have Divine Science Minister and the co-host of the Friday Evening Fireside Chat,
Reverend Jeff Radcliff.
Oh, now you're sucking up to me, trying to get on my good side.
Well, hey, have to. All right.
You can't tell it, but I'm twerking, even as we speak.
You're
I don't do it real well. It's more like twitching. But, but that butt's a going, baby. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and tell everybody I've got 10 F-bombs. 10 F-bombs. Legal told me 10
Well, now
F-bombs.
hold it now. I didn't get there yet.
I know. I'm telling everybody what they missed.
Well, okay.
I wouldn't have to do that if you had. I'll
Have
stop.
pushed the right buttons, right?
Yes. You pushed
Okay.
mine, that's for sure. And that's my fault. I should know better than to react.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know why you have all tuned in this evening. It's not for the Friday Evening Fireside Chat.
No.
It is for the award-winning and ever popular Reverend Jeff's story of the week.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's also for two reasons.
Okay.
The odds makers in Vegas are putting bets on me now.
No.
How many F-bombs I'm going to drop during the show?
Wow.
Yeah, and if I go over what I'm allotted, somebody will like big bucks. So,
Well, anyhow, legal has gone over your story, and they're saying that it's lacking controversy.
yeah,
Because what has happened here in the past is that your stories, again, legal, they bite their fingernails and drink a lot of coffee and wonder
coffee.
how much trouble that the network's going to get in.
Yeah, it's coffee, all right. Yeah, like it's Ireland somewhere. Put some in.
Well, anyhow, by the way, legal has authorized up to 10 F-bombs to be used at your discretion during the show this week.
I'm going to digress to not do it during the story of the week because it's so uncontroversial. And the reason it's uncontroversial is because we talk about all this other shit going on that gets people all riled and up in arms. I figure it's nice to have something to, kind of something to feel good.
Do you believe that Thanksgiving is less than 2 weeks away?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do know that. And you know how I know that?
How?
It's closer for me than it is for you. Because on, where's my calendar? There it is. On Sunday the 23rd, which is the Sunday before Thanksgiving,
Right.
I will be guest speaking at Summit CSL. And so, that for me, that's only like a week and 2 days away.
Anyhow, Diana went ahead and wrote, she said, I thought it sounded like you were talking in the bunker.
That concrete bunker's not soundproof, right?
Well, no, she's down the hallway at the other end.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, the other thing too is that Christmas is next month.
Don't get me started.
And I wonder if the Reverend Dr. Robert Brzezinski, the chief inspirational officer here at the New Thought Media Network, I wonder if he's going to give me a year-end holiday bonus.
Probably not. He'll give you something regifted.
Yeah.
So you can turn around and sell it at a yard sale or something. Yeah.
Oh, he's so nice. Anyhow, are you ready for this?
Hit me, Trixie.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the news.
Either do it or get
Now,
off the
headline
pot.
news from the Spiritual News Network. What?
I said either do it or get off the pot.
From the Spiritual News Network, 24-hour newsroom. This is Reverend reporting. Your friend, Donald Trump, said that he will ask Attorney General Pam Bondi and that guy, Jay Clayton, who's the top prosecutor in New York Southern District, that to investigate the Jeffrey Epstein files and their ties to some high-profile figures, including and especially some of his perceived political opponents, as he blasted the release earlier this week of the emails from the late Epstein that mentioned him. Are you surprised, Jeff Radcliff?
No, not anymore. I used to be, now I'm just kind of appalled.
Trump directed Bondi on social media. Again, it wasn't one of those official things with his Sharpie. He directed Bondi on social media to investigate Jeffrey Epstein's involvement and relationship with Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, Reid Hoffman, J.P. Morgan, Chase, and many other people and institutions to determine what is going on with them and him. He forgot to mention a name here, didn't he?
Uh-huh. You caught that, right? Yeah.
The Attorney General posted a screenshot of his request and wrote, "Thank you, Mr. President." Bondi wrote that she had asked Jay Clayton, pictured, the top prosecutor in New York Southern District, to take the lead in the investigation, adding that with all matters, the department will pursue this with urgency and integrity to deliver answers to the American people.
Did you just say integrity? Seriously? That's what she said?
That's what she said.
Yeah, whatever.
The extraordinary step comes just days after the Democrats released emails from late Epstein that mentioned the Donald, a move that the president decreed as an effort to distract from the government shutdown and all of the Democrats' other failures.
Isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting
Yes.
that a former Secretary of State sat 11 hours and gave testimony when Donald Trump could do that because he fell asleep? They investigated this Secretary of State and her emails, and they were all beshitting 40 miles from water over these emails. Yet here's Donald showing up in the Epstein emails, and they're like, well, so what?
Well, also,
That one.
it's the second time that the president has personally and publicly instructed the Attorney General to take a major investigative act. In September Trump called on Bondi to prosecute former FBI Director James Comey, New York Attorney General Letitia James, and also Democratic Senator Adam Schiff. Now, where is, it's still missing a name there.
Yeah. It is. And how can it be legal that he's asking them to investigate only his political enemies? I mean, how is that legal?
Well, and wait, there's more. House GOP leaders are bracing for a significant number of Republicans to break from Trump and support the bipartisan bill calling for the Justice Department to release the Kraken, release the Epstein case files. Earlier today, Trump slammed weak Republicans, those weaklings, for siding with the Democrats on the release.
Well,
Trump, go ahead.
It is what it is.
Trump wrote on Truth Social, he says, the Democrats are doing everything in their withering power to push the Epstein hoax again, despite the DOJ releasing 50,000 pages of documents in order to deflect from all their bad policies and losses, especially the shutdown embarrassment where their party is in total disarray and has no idea what to do. Some weak Republicans have fallen into their clutches because they're soft and foolish.
Well, he's just got to be, filling his diapers.
Oh my!
Finally sworn in Adelita Grijalva.
Well,
she's the 218th signature on that on the representative petition to release those files. So now it's going to go to the Senate, and yeah, I'm sure that he's nervous.
Now, is this enough to get Trump out of office?
Probably, but you know what? They're not going to act on it.
No, absolutely not. No. And if he doesn't have anything to hide, why doesn't he just release the files? They may have released 50,000 emails or files, but not the 20,000 where he's in them.
Mm-hmm. You noticed that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and
today,
he campaigned on that. He campaigned on releasing those files. And now he doesn't want to do it because he knows that this is not going to look good on him.
Absolutely. We talked about this today at the Radio Broadcasters Group. This kind of behavior was not tolerated before Trump.
No.
What is it going to take for his base to wake up about this man's behavior?
Well, he did say that he could stand out on Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and not lose any votes. And he's proven that to be the case.
I would say let the DOJ investigate, but it's corrupted.
Yeah.
So, again, and we were talking about this today at lunch, is that do we have any morals and ethics left in this country?
Depends on who you ask.
And where are all the Christians who screamed about the Catholic priest molesting underage children? Or doesn't Trump count?
Trump doesn't count. Not in their minds, not in their eyes.
Now, you see why we laugh at the news here. This is just ridiculous. And again, as Tim Davison has pointed out in his comments week after week, is that we're being fire hosed, folks.
Yes.
And that Donald is doing all kinds of things here to distract. But the good news is that with the longest ever government shutdown over, federal employees are expected to start receiving their back pay, and also SNAP food aid is set to be restored by Monday. So, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
The shutdown likely led to a loss, though, of 60,000 private sector jobs, according to Trump's top economic advisor. Questions also still remain about when the flight cancellations will end. I would say it's going to take another 2 weeks
Probably
before they get air traffic control back up to 100%. Now, the Democrats, though, they are seething. Some of them are really PO'd because of the shutdown deal, but they might be celebrating a year from now. This was commentary on CNN. The likely end to the longest ever government shutdown has Democrats turning on each other in searing anger. The prevailing opinion appears to be frustration that 8 senators freelanced to deal with the Republicans. While it does not guarantee the extension of expiring enhanced subsidies for Obamacare, it does guarantee that there will be a Senate vote on that subject. In addition, the deal funds SNAP benefits through 2026. So what happened is that some Democrats feel that the senators caved and should have just stood their ground. Your opinion, Reverend Jeff Radcliff?
I happened to read the other day a different perspective on that, saying that these senators actually are playing a longer game, that this is a strategic move that's going to set up the Republicans for failure.
Absolutely. Senator Tim Kaine, who helped finalize the deal, defended it on Monday on CNN. Kaine noted that the White House had pledged to rehire federal workers fired during the lapse in governmental funding and to bar further reductions in the workforce at least until January 30th. And that's not good enough for many Democrats who were feeling powerful after victories in most blue state elections last week. They wanted to hold out for more guarantees from the White House, even as the nation's air traffic system started to buckle under the strain of air traffic controllers not being paid and people who rely on the government for assistance buying food, they went without. So you're right. What they are playing again is the long game and says, what does this all mean? It is not clear that shutdowns play a key role in the elections that follow them, even though the conventional wisdom has been that one side or the other, usually the one that caused the shutdown, shoulders blame from the voting public. The 13 Obamacare shutdown in 2013 was generally viewed as a disaster for the Republicans, but it came before a successful midterm. Democrats, despite their internal anger at ending this shutdown without extending Obamacare premium subsidies, will be hoping for the same kind of result next year. Your comments, Reverend Jeff.
Well, you mentioned on there that they were looking for some sort of guarantees from the White House. In case you haven't noticed, people, unless it's an executive order that El Duce signs with his Sharpie, which is because they won't let him have black crayon, he writes everything in disappearing ink. There is a reason they call him Taco. Trump always chickens out. You can look for all the guarantees from the White House you want to find.
Right.
You're not going to get them because as soon as he gives them, it's like scripture. The Lord gives with one hand, he takes with the other. Well, that's not really scripture, but Trump is going to give you a little bit, but then he's going to take something else away. or he's going to pull that out from under you. So it's just like Charlie Brown in the football. Lucy's going to pull that thing out, and we're going to have flat on our backs again. Don't trust.
What do you think about Tim Johnson? Do you think he's going to have a vote on Obamacare?
I think
He's
so.
going to follow through.
I think so.
So what do you think about his delaying on the Epstein files?
I know that he knows that the healthcare aspect of it is important to the American people, because we're looking at hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, you know, and people can't afford that. So I think he's gonna follow through on that aspect of it. The Epstein thing, I think he's gonna drag his feet as long as he can. And I'm not sure why, whether he's would do it to protect Trump or some of his other cronies, or whether he's in there as well. Who knows?
Wouldn't that be interesting?
Uh-huh.
Tim wrote in, he says, we are truly in crazy land, guys.
That
No kidding. Yeah, and he's saying, again, flood the zone, constant chaos. All of it adds up to distraction, public division. And very nice to see former Cleveland TV news anchor this morning, who was driving with a friend at a restaurant where we had our radio media brunch. And that was Robin Swoboda. She's a famous news anchor in our area who retired 15 years ago and occasionally appears in media. But she actually came up and said hello to us.
Cool.
And took pictures.
Very cool.
She was very nice, even to us.
Well, you know, we're able to rise above.
Someone called us today, and I don't know if Tip heard it, but they said that we were the DJ's home for the decrepit broadcaster.
Well,
we're all older, you know. Oh,
Yeah.
no, we had a great time today. And again, thank you to everyone who went ahead and pitched in with the show prep for this evening. All right. So we are going to take a break here. We're actually going to be on time. And next, we will have, after the break, Reverend Jeff's story of the week.
You ain't right, boy.
Oh, I'm not. Maybe I should have another shot in my coffee. What do you think?
There you go.
Well, anyhow, we're going to take a break here and pay a few bills here. This is the Friday Evening Fireside Chat here on your New Thought Media Network. Reverend Michael with you, along with Reverend Jeff. And again, good to see everyone this evening. We do have a few announcements, and then we will take a quick break. Yours truly is parked himself at Summit CSL. For more information, go to summitcsl.org. There you will find information about our wonderful Sunday gathering. That's online at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific time. Grab your cup of coffee, your tea, your espresso, your Irish coffee, and please join us. And we do have, I believe, one of the best services in New Thought. And this Sunday, we will have a talk by New Thought Media next new take two. This Sunday, we will have a talk by New Thought Media expert and superstar, the Reverend Michael Mangus. That wasn't very much applause, was it? Go to summitcsl.org for more information on how to join our Zoom call. And our service is also simulcast on our Facebook page, the Summit Spiritual Center of Akron FB page. All right. Okay. We are going to take a break and pay some bills, and then we will be back with a lot more. This is the Friday evening fireside chat here on your New Thought Media Network. Stay tuned.
What would Louise say? Join us every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Hosted by Reverend Martine Bernard. Explore the wisdom of Louise Hay. Brought to you by New Thought Media Network. Dive into Louise's teachings. Experience healing and empowerment. Reverend Martine shares insights. Connect with a contemporary audience. Unlock your potential. Transform your life with love. Embrace positivity and healing. Join our vibrant community. Ready to join us? Let's spread love and wisdom together. Please like, share, and subscribe. Only on New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring.
The views and opinions expressed by Pastor Michael Mangus are generally right. However, they are his own and do not reflect the views and opinions of New Thought Media Network, Centers for Spiritual Living, or any other person living or dead. As they say in the 12-Step Recovery Program, take what you like and leave the rest. Here again is Pastor Michael.
Yes. And once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. Before you go, you do know that Rev Doc is in the house tonight.
Why?
I don't know, but he said that legal called.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Legal called. We need to have a talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you're in for it now, buddy boy. You're in for it now.
Robert, you can put that in my very thick file.
I thought you were going to put it in his pipe and smoke it. Oh,
now
you wouldn't do that though. You wouldn't do that. Me, I'm a loose cannon. Yeah,
I know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into any more trouble and before legal really calls me, once again, it is time for Reverend Jeff's story of the week. And here he is, all the way from the Tennessee studios, Reverend Jeff Radcliff.
Where's my liner?
Oh, you want sound effects too? Holy moly. I mean, come on, hold on here. You know, amateurs. I mean, the talent around here. Amateurs. The talent. Hold on here. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here you go.
Now here's Reverend Jeff Radcliff with the story of the week.
Thank you.
Now here's Reverend Jeff Radcliffe.
We have the moment of silence here. What is going on here with StreamYard tonight?
Now here's Reverend Jeff Radcliffe with the story.
Well, I'll tell you what. Mercury's in retrograde, so we're going to blame it.
Okay, whatever.
Are you ready to do?
I'm ready to do this. I am ready to do this. You got now, y'all. You got to pay attention because this stuff is complicated. I want to introduce you to Rink Dude. Rink Dude is an 8-year-old boy by the name of Luke Graham. Luke is now pay attention. Is the son of John Graham, who was a goaltender who played for the Boston Bruins and the Tampa Bay Lightning hockey teams. John's father, Luke's grandfather, was also a goaltender who played for the Boston Bruins as well as the LA Kings and the Quebec Nordiques back in the late 70s and the early 80s. Now, Daddy John's brother is Luke's uncle. He is a scout for the Colorado Avalanche hockey team. John and his mother Charlotte, who also works for the Avalanche, became the first mother-son duo to have both of their names engraved on the Stanley Cup, which John won as a goalie with the Lightning back in 2004. And if that's not enough, Luke, our rink dude, has two older brothers who both play. And Luke used to love going to the rinks to see his brothers play, and before he was even old enough to hit the ice himself. But eventually, his eagerness and his frustration got to him. It culminated in what is now a very famous line for him. He said, "I'm tired of just being a rink dude." And that day, the Rink Dude brand was born, because Luke's mother, Nikki, said, well, we thought, if we print up a hat that said Rink Dude just for him, it would make him feel better. And then we thought, well, what if he sold a few and helped other kids who wanted to play hockey but couldn't afford it? And that's exactly what they did. Rink Dude became a huge success. Hockey, by the way, if you don't know, is the most expensive youth sport. And there are several nonprofits out there like Hockey Unlimited to help underprivileged children to financially be able to afford gear and fees to use the ice rinks for training and pickup games. So here comes Rink Dude to help out with this. He's selling hats, he's selling shirts, he's got other merchandise in there. And take a look. Go back to the other picture, would you please, Michael? Look at the picture. That's supposed to be Rink Dude. That's him as a cartoon, flexing his muscle, flexing his bicep. So Rink Dude is making lots of money for these underprivileged kids who want to play hockey, sometimes thousands of dollars a week in sales. And each purchase comes with donation cards to Hockey Unlimited or other nonprofits. Then Luke decided he needed to expand his operation. So for Veterans Day, Luke focused on helping military families. He took some of the money that they had raised and channeled it to an organization called United Heroes League, which is a nonprofit that keeps military kids active by providing them gear and summer camps, grants, and a lot of special experiences. So here is a little 8-year-old kid who saw the need, stepped up, took charge, and now is doing some really, really awesome work. So here's to Rink Dude, Luke Graham. And that is the story of the week.
That was very nice.
And not one fucking F-bomb. Except that one.
Except that one. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, that was Reverend Jeff's award-winning story of the week. Week. Did you see Rev Doc? He says, don't get me started on Mercury retrograde.
Oh, we already cut. You missed it. Doofus here didn't even have us on the air, and I gave the best comment about that. Mercury and Gatorade.
Oh, you mean Mercury Gatorade?
Whatever.
Yeah. Diana says, way to go, Rink Dude.
I know. Isn't that like an awesome thing? I mean, how many of us at age 8 would have said, let's do something really cool for somebody else?
I think that's so nice.
Yeah.
Well, our wonderful president, 47. Department of Energy officials to meet with White House to tamp down Trump's idea of explosive nuclear testing. Top energy and nuclear officials in the Trump administration are planning to meet with the White House and the National Security Council in the coming days to dissuade President DT from resuming testing of the nation's nuclear weapons, sources said to CNN. Energy Secretary Chris Wright, National Nuclear Secretary Administration Leader Brandon Williams, and officials from the U.S. National Laboratories are planning to inform the White House that they just don't think that blowing up weapons for nuclear warhead testing, as Trump suggested last month, is tenable. Two sources familiar with the matter said. They asked not to be named to discuss this sensitive matter. It is the latest sign of fallout from Trump's October social media post instructing the Department of Defense, i.e. Department of War, to start nuclear testing weapons because other countries have testing programs too. And if we don't, what's going to happen is that we are going to fall behind.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they will listen to him, to the committee?
I know he probably doesn't want to, but I think he probably will. And I think Venezuela is breathing a sigh of relief over that. Although now Trump seems to have turned his attention to Ecuador for drugs. And so when it comes to this nuclear stuff, I'd like to think that cooler heads will prevail. I believe in my heart that cooler heads will prevail. But in the meantime, I think he is willing to take us right up to the very edge. And that's going to create a lot of panic, and that's going to create a lot of stress for a lot of people. So we need to keep the high watch on this and believe and know that this is all going to calm down. It's going to work out. It's just going to be a tempest in a teacup, as they say.
Well, I did have a story about Venezuela and that they've taken out about 20 ships so far on their war on drugs. And I thought this was the president that did not want to have new foreign wars.
Yeah, he was going for that Nobel Peace Prize.
Do you think that him bombing so-called drug ships or pirate ships off of Venezuela, you think that will get him the Nobel Peace Prize?
Nope.
In 2026?
Nope, I don't. He hasn't shown any proof that these were actually drug runners. He has shown absolutely zero evidence. I think that when the committee gets together next year to vote on this, they're going to shut the door on him again. And he's going to throw a little hissy fit, just like he did this time. If he can remember. Because he seems to be slipping quite rapidly. So it's kind of hard to say what's going to happen in a year.
It's interesting.
But what I do know, and this is another prognostication that you can write down and bring up later on.
This is Reverend Jeff's prophecy. He is our staff prophet here at the New Thought Media Network. Go ahead, Jeff.
He will not get a Nobel Peace Prize. Nope.
You don't think so?
Nope.
You don't think he could slide some money under the door and do it that way?
Not everybody's on the take. Not everybody is slimy and sneaky and no. Just like and this thing that he's doing, and I'm going to shift gears now to another story, and I don't know if you were planning to cover it or not, but I'm planning on it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, California passed the referendum about redistricting.
Yep.
And Trump wants to use the DOJ to investigate because, this is illegal, because they're doing this and it's going to cause irreparable harm to the Republican Party because they're trying to edge us out. Meanwhile, Texas and all these other states are doing it too.
Mm-hmm.
But yet they don't get sued. They don't get investigated. So he wanted to have the senators to do away with the filibuster. He's not thinking that once he's out of office, and he will be out of office one of these days, that filibuster is all that's going to save the Republicans' asses, because the Democrats are going to use it against them as well. So if he gets rid of that, it's going to cause total chaos for his own party. He's not thinking ahead.
Again, people have been speculating about the president's health.
Yeah.
That, again, it is not common to get not one but 2 MRIs this year so far.
You remember my comment from last week, don't you?
Which was?
The reason why they did the MRI?
Go ahead.
Oh, Rev Doc, please don't fire me for this. But the reason that they gave Trump that MRI, you can't just take an MRI. It's not a diagnostic tool so much as it's a confirmation whenever they find something else out that's going on, okay, that they need to investigate. And they saw something that looked kind of odd on his proctology report. So they did a hemorrhoid examination and they found a brain tumor.
I think
I stole that one.
I think that, hold on here. I think that deserves a gong. What now?
That was a Joan Rivers joke from 1984.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. So, not all of Reverend Jeff's comedy is original. Some of it I borrow. I won't say I steal it, but I borrow it. Especially if it's funny.
Back to the news. We go to the religion page.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Here he goes. Catholic bishops decry treatment of migrants without mentioning Trump. And the bishops sent a word of solidarity and comfort to the migrants without condemning those responsible for rounding them up and deporting them. It said here, we oppose the indiscriminate mass deportation of people, said the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops in a special pastoral message on immigration that was almost unanimously approved at their annual meeting this week in Baltimore. But this message almost did not happen. Statements from the bishops are normally drafted by staff, renewed and approved by a committee of bishops, distributed to the bishops in advance of their meeting, and then discussed, amended, and voted on again when the bishops gather for their fall meeting. When the bishops opened the meeting in Baltimore on Monday, November 10th, however, there was nothing on the agenda to respond to the immigration crisis facing the country. In a customary address, the outgoing conference president talked about the work of the bishops to meet the basic needs of the immigrant and to lobby for immigration reform. But he said nothing about the harsh treatment of migrants by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and the U.S. Custom and Border Protection. And there's 3 theories why. First, many bishops approve of much that the Trump administration is doing, especially on abortion and gender issues. And these bishops do not want to attack an ally and strengthen the hand of those darn Democrats who see these issues differently. Second, the administration eliminated government funding for the bishops' work on behalf of the refugees. Some bishops hope that the administration will restore this funding and don't want to antagonize Trump. They, like the college presidents, who have also seen funding withdrawn, are afraid to poke the bear. And third, the bishops know that Catholics are divided almost equally between Democrats and Republicans. They do not want to alienate the Trump supporters among their followers, though this has not stopped them from alienating Catholic Democrats by attacking pro-choice Democrats. Some also believe that the bishops are afraid of alienating conservative donors.
Yeah. It's interesting to me.
Yeah.
I'm not Catholic. Never have been. Probably never will be. But I have great respect for the Catholic Church for a lot of different reasons. But there are also a lot of different reasons why they give me the heebie-jeebies. You know, the child sex stuff. And covering it up. But they do such good work when it comes to the poor,
Yes.
and immigrants and stuff.
Yes.
So you have to look at it as kind of a seesaw. It's a balancing thing. I understand that they don't want to alienate any of their churchgoers, Republican or Democrat. The thing of it is, they need to pick a stance and stick with it. And playing politics is not the way to do that.
Now,
so I really wish that the Pope would pull them back and say, just let's do our work as a church and let the politics fall where they may. We'll pick up whatever pieces there are. That's my dream. That's my hope. I don't think it's going to happen, though.
So I thought that the church was to be the moral compass.
Yeah.
Here, and to say, listen, this is just not right. We know that they are denying the bishops from going into ICE facilities to serve communion.
Yeah, I saw that.
And also that the Episcopalian Diocese of Texas has said that one of the priests is in custody with ICE right now for some type of violation of the visa, and they haven't heard anything from him. Folks, the reason we bring all this up is because that we need to keep speaking up and out about this. This is absolute crazy land. So again, that we not only do our spiritual work, we pray for our country, but we also again raise our voice with our Congress people. We go ahead and we make the phone calls. If you're called to go out on the street and do protesting, please do that. Do your part. You are powerful. And that individuals, unfortunately, they say they have a moral compass, but because of this Christian nationalism that has put power in front of Jesus, that we have these individuals who say, well, we're doing the Lord's work. And no, I can't find anywhere in the scriptures, especially in the New Testament, where it says that, where it says to put country in front of God.
It says, render to Caesar what's Caesar's and to God what is God's. Pay your taxes, people, okay? Vote. That is your way of rendering to Caesar. But with the rest of it, taking care of the poor, the sick, the homeless, the elderly, feeding the hungry, housing those who are homeless, clothing those who are naked, giving to those who don't have, that is rendering to God.
Right.
That is what we are supposed to do. Also, keep in mind that, like the Centers for Spiritual Living says, they want a world that works for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes for both sides of everything. The way to get that done is to mentally envision that, picture it, feel it in your heart, and say, Spirit, God, all that is, whatever, this is the world I want to live in. And this is the world I would like to see. Then go out and do your part. Vote. If you're called to demonstrate, do that. If you're called to work in a homeless shelter or in a food bank, do that. Whatever. Put feet to your prayers. Don't just sit on your laurels. Don't just sit on your ass and wait for it to happen. You got to do your part. But the first part comes with asking Spirit to do the heavy lifting, and we do the rest.
And guess what?
We're out of time.
Well, since Rev Doc is watching this evening, we better end on time.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I better not blame Mercury going retrograde.
No, Mercury was in Gatorade, remember?
Oh, in Gatorade. Okay.
Yeah, in Gatorade. Yeah. With vodka and with a cherry and all that. It was quite a party. Well,
once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to have you on, Reverend Jeff Radcliff. I will tell you what happens at the Monday meeting. He yells at me.
Okay. I will set up a foundation for you, a GoFundMe or whatever, in case. Just in case.
Now you are. Did you write a letter though, asking him to give me a generous year-end bonus?
Rev Doc?
Yeah.
No, I told him to kick your ass out so I could take over. And...
No, you no.
I have yet to hear.
No, you don't want this job.
No, probably not. I get away with so much more sitting on this side of the screen than you do. So I'm content to stay where I am and bust your chops and be bad and
So
and just keep in mind that anything I say, anything I do, any point that I make is mine and mine alone. It does not reflect on any of the spiritual organizations that I am part of: Divine Science Federation International, Divine Science Ministers Association, International New Thought Alliance, affiliated New Thought networks, or even here on New Thought Media Network. All this is mine, folks. So it all falls on me.
Take what you like and leave the rest.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you, Jeff, very much. And again, Jeff Radcliff will be the guest speaker, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday at Summit CSL. So for more information, go to summitcsl.org and you can see Jeff Radcliff live.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see just what Summit's legal department gives me when it comes to F-bombs.
I don't think that I'll have to check with our lawyer. I don't think that they give us F-bombs for Sunday service.
Oh, well. Y'all's lost. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the one time I got yelled at for one of our elder members, I forget what I said. It was something about scaring the hell out of people, and she took me aside and said, Reverend, you should not say that.
Oh.
All right. Jeff, thank you so very much. And folks, we are all out of time.
Bye.
Again, thank you so very much for being with us tonight. And again, that we are with you. We know that, again, that sometimes it seems pretty dark, but know that the light of God in you is stronger than anything. And that we are here at New Thought Media Network to help you, again, to be the light in this world. All right. So on behalf of all of us here at the New Thought Media Network, I'm Reverend Michael for Reverend Jeff Radcliff. We'd like to wish you a very pleasant good night, and you have a great week.
Thanks for joining us this evening for Friday's Fireside Chat with Pastor Michael Mangus. Join us again next week at 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain for more spiritual conversations for today. For more information and replays of past shows, please visit the New Thought Radio and Media Network's Facebook page. Until next week, may God bless you richly and abundantly.